In the bustling streets of South Korea, a shadow looms large, casting a menacing presence over the nation's very identity. It is the grip of Samsung, a corporate giant that has carved its way into every facet of Korean society. What was once a symbol of national pride has evolved into a source of concern and apprehension. Samsung's dominance over South Korea's economy, politics, and daily lives is a cause for alarm. The repercussions of this unchecked power extend far beyond financial figures. It stifles innovation, throttles competition, and limits consumer choice. Workers find themselves trapped in a web of exploitative labor conditions, and the influence on politics threatens the very foundation of democracy. The time has come for action. We must confront the dangerous dominance of Samsung head-on, advocating for fair competition, protecting workers' rights, and demanding accountability from corporate behemoths. It is a call to safeguard the soul of South Korea, preserving the principles of equality, democracy, and economic diversity. Together, we can reshape the narrative and restore balance, ushering in a brighter future for our nation. The impact on the economy. In the heart of South Korea, a titan reigns supreme, casting an ominous shadow over the nation's economic landscape. Samsung, once a beacon of national pride, now wields a dangerous dominance that threatens the very foundation of the country's economy. The repercussions of Samsung's overwhelming control extend far beyond mere numbers and market share. This unchecked power poses a grave risk to the overall economic health of South Korea. By monopolizing key industries and stifling competition, Samsung limits innovation, suppresses creativity, and hampers the growth of smaller businesses. This skewed playing field not only hampers economic diversity but also leaves the nation vulnerable to sudden market shifts and downturns. The heavy reliance on one company creates an unhealthy dependency, compromising the stability and resilience of the economy as a whole. It is imperative that we rally together and demand action to rectify this perilous situation. We must promote fair competition, support emerging industries, and foster an environment that nurtures entrepreneurship. By doing so, we can secure a brighter and more sustainable future for South Korea, where the economy thrives and prosperity is shared by all. Influence on politics and government. In the corridors of power in South Korea, a silent force looms large, casting a dark cloud over the democratic processes that should guide the nation. Samsung, with its dangerous dominance, has infiltrated the very fabric of politics and government, raising concerns about the erosion of democratic principles. The immense influence Samsung wields over politics is deeply unsettling. From campaign contributions to backroom dealings, the corporate giant has the potential to shape policies and decisions that affect the lives of millions. This undue sway threatens the integrity of the democratic system, as the interests of a few become prioritized over the needs of the many. The intertwined relationship between Samsung and the government raises questions about transparency, accountability, and the true power dynamics at play. It is a dangerous game, where corporate interests hold sway over public welfare, potentially compromising the well-being of the nation. Now, more than ever, we must rise to the occasion and demand a recalibration of power. We must advocate for stronger regulations to curb the influence of corporate entities in politics, ensuring that decision-making processes are truly democratic and representative of the people's interests. It is time to reclaim the voice of the people and restore the balance of power. By fostering an environment where the government truly serves its citizens and remains free from undue corporate influence, we can preserve the democratic values that South Korea holds dear. Together, let us ignite the winds of change and forge a future where the will of the people prevails over corporate dominance. Stifling innovation and competition. In the vibrant landscape of South Korea's business sector, a dark cloud hangs overhead, stifling the very essence of innovation and competition. Samsung, with its dangerous dominance, has created an environment where new ideas struggle to flourish and smaller players are pushed aside. The repercussions of Samsung's overwhelming control are far-reaching. By monopolizing key industries and exerting its influence, the corporate giant hampers competition, leaving little room for emerging businesses to thrive. This stranglehold on the market not only limits consumer choice but also stifles the creativity and ingenuity that drive progress. Innovation, the lifeblood of any thriving economy, withers under the weight of Samsung's dominance. The lack of healthy competition dampens the drive for constant improvement and breakthroughs. Without the healthy interplay of diverse players, South Korea risks falling behind in the global race for innovation and technological advancements. To break free from this suffocating grip, a call to action is needed. We must champion policies that foster fair competition, support startups and small businesses, and encourage an ecosystem that nurtures innovation. By leveling the playing field, we can reignite the sparks of creativity and revitalize South Korea's position as a hub of innovation. Let us come together, rallying behind the need for change. It is time to reclaim the spirit of competition and innovation that once defined South Korea. By doing so, we can forge a future where diversity thrives, breakthroughs abound, and the nation stands at the forefront of global innovation. Labor conditions and workers' rights. Amidst the towering buildings and glittering lights of South Korea, a sinister reality lurks in the shadows. Samsung, with its dangerous dominance, casts a dark cloud over the lives of workers, subjecting them to exploitative labor conditions and trampling upon their basic rights. Workers are the backbone of any society, yet under Samsung's overwhelming control, they find themselves trapped in a cycle of long hours, low wages, and precarious employment. The pursuit of profit takes precedence over their well-being, with little regard for their physical and mental health. The abuse of power extends beyond the confines of the workplace. Reports of union-busting tactics and suppression of workers' rights have emerged, further perpetuating an environment of fear and inequality. The cries for fair treatment and respect often go unheard amidst the dominance of this corporate giant. We cannot turn a blind eye to the suffering of these workers. It is our collective responsibility to demand change and advocate for better labor conditions and workers' rights. Through the implementation of robust labor laws, the protection of union rights, and the enforcement of fair employment practices, we can break the chains that bind workers to a life of exploitation. Let us stand together, united in our pursuit of justice. By raising our voices, supporting workers' movements, and pressuring Samsung to be held accountable, we can create a future where every worker is treated with dignity and fairness. It is time to shine a light on the dark corners of labor exploitation and pave the way for a brighter, more equitable South Korea. Consumer choice and quality. In the bustling markets of South Korea, a sense of unease hangs heavy in the air. Samsung, with its dangerous dominance, has tightened its grip on the nation's consumer landscape, leaving a trail of limited choice and compromised quality in its wake. Gone are the days when consumers could freely explore a diverse array of options. Samsung's overwhelming control has stifled competition, narrowing the range of available products and services. This stranglehold over the market not only limits innovation but also deprives consumers of the opportunity to find the best fit for their needs. Quality, once synonymous with the pride of Korean craftsmanship, now bears the scars of Samsung's dominance. With less pressure to excel and surpass competitors, the pursuit of cutting-edge technology and superior performance takes a backseat to profit margins. As a result, consumers are left with products that fall short of their expectations and fail to deliver on their promises. We must rise against this troubling trend, calling for action to restore consumer choice and ensure quality. By promoting a more competitive marketplace, supporting local businesses, and demanding transparency and accountability from Samsung, we can create an environment where consumers are empowered to make informed decisions and where quality reigns supreme. Together, let us reclaim the power of choice and demand the highest standards of quality. It is time to break free from the clutches of Samsung's dominance, fostering a consumer-driven market that prioritizes diversity, innovation, and excellence. Steps towards ensuring fair competition. In the midst of South Korea's corporate landscape, a giant looms, its stranglehold on the market leaving little room for fair competition. Samsung's dangerous dominance has stifled innovation, suppressed smaller players, and compromised the very essence of a thriving economy. It is time to take action and pave the way towards a future of fair competition. To ensure fair competition, several steps need to be taken. Enforce antitrust regulations. Strengthen and strictly enforce antitrust laws to prevent monopolistic practices and promote a level playing field for all businesses. Support small and medium enterprises. Provide financial and regulatory support to small and medium enterprises, SMEs, to encourage their growth and foster healthy competition against corporate giants like Samsung. Promote innovation. Invest in research and development, offering incentives and grants to foster innovation among emerging businesses, enabling them to compete on equal footing. Encourage collaboration. Foster collaboration between large corporations and SMEs, creating partnerships that promote knowledge sharing, resource pooling, and mutual growth. Enhance transparency. Ensure transparency in business practices, requiring companies to disclose information about their market dominance, supply chain, and pricing strategies. By implementing these steps, we can pave the way for a more equitable marketplace, where competition thrives and innovation flourishes. Together, we can challenge the dangerous dominance of Samsung, fostering an environment where businesses of all sizes can compete based on merit and consumers can benefit from a diverse range of choices. It is time to take a stand and ensure fair competition for the betterment of South Korea's economy and society.